Hello, welcome to another movie review here on my channel. Today we're going to look at Maggie. What is Maggie? It is essentially a zombie drama. It says it's a thriller, but I will say it's more of a drama instead. It isn't that much of a thriller. It's starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Abigail Breslin. Those are the only two we need to know about because they are basically the characters we follow throughout the movie. But what is Maggie about? This movie is essentially about well, it starts off telling you a little backstory about a virus kind of thing that essentially, if you get bitten or if you get this kind of virus, you will over time more and more to be turned into a zombie-like creature. Essentially, I will call it a zombie-like because I don't know if they are actually dying when they get the virus, but anyway, it's kind of weird how it is, in my opinion. But we follow the girl named Maggie. It is the name of the movie, so it is easy to remember. Yeah, I did find out the name of Schwarzenegger's character, but anyway, she gets bitten when she basically run away from home in the city. Well, she gets bitten of one of these zombie-like creatures, or yeah, zombies. Let's just call them zombies anyway. And throughout the movie, we follow her throughout her evolution from human to this kind of zombie-like creature or zombie. Okay. There are some medication that will basically slow down the process. She is getting them because Wade, her father, this is played by Arnold, is basically friend with one of the doctors, or yeah. And he's trying to do whatever he can to stop this kind of process. Well, help her throughout this final process until she is gone forever, essentially. They call it gone, but anyway. In the society, when people are gone through or have turned well enough, essentially, that they are not reliable to be at home, they will be sent off to a camp where a lot of these zombies-like zombies are located. You don't really want to go there because what I understand that is in the movie is that every zombies or characters in there are fully evolved, and if you be thrown in there, you can be eaten or something similar to that, and you don't want to be there, essentially. But we follow Maggie throughout this process. She started off kind of regular. She isn't hungry and sort of things. Just like a regular sickness. This is kind of sad in my opinion because it's going to be a little more interesting if they are gone fully out in the beginning. But anyway, throughout the movie we see some zombies. It isn't you will not see a lot of them. One day, a father and his daughter that are turned into zombies comes to their house, and Wade essentially kills them, and yada. Yeah, kind of sad. The police force is coming now and then to their house to look at Maggie to see how she's feeling and such. But because Wade is friend with one of the cops, he doesn't turn her in, so she can live at home. But yeah, it doesn't turn out to go that way. But the process is going on and on. She meets her friends. She have another friend that have been bitten and is turning into one. They essentially be a little bit fell in love somewhat in each other, kiss each other and so on. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. What should we do essentially? He gets sent off to this camp later on kind of sad, essentially. Then Wade's wife, which is the stepmother of Maggie, essentially leaves the house after a while with their 2 children. Maggie's half brother and sister to her mother or the grandmother or something like that, and they stay at home. But before that, you will see Maggie essentially go into the forest. She finds her fox being caught in a trap. She eats it essentially, which is kinda weird. You will not see her eating it, but you will see before what's happening. She basically becomes an animal when she sees it, and when she goes home, she is covered in blood. And yeah, once in the movie, she cuts one of her fingers, and it's blood filling. She will be covered in black blood essentially. She cut off the finger. It's kind of weird, and yeah. But it's gone and gone like this, and in the end, it started to seem like she has turned. She goes around in the house. Once she goes to her father Wade when he's sleeping, looking at him, and you actually think she's going to eat him, but she later just leave. It's kind of good because she has some restraints still in her at that time. But yeah, in the end, she doesn't want to become one of them, and in the end, she takes her life, and you will see in her perspective when she jumps from the house and hits the ground. That's when the movie ends. Somewhat sad, but yeah. I wouldn't lie if I say this movie wasn't that a little bit boring. It isn't exciting. It doesn't have that much thrills in it. It isn't scary at the moment. It just feels like a zombie drama, which is that is why I said it was a zombie drama in the beginning, because nothing exciting essentially happens in the movie. Yes, of course there are a lot of talks that sometimes I really like, but this movie, it should have been more exciting in my opinion. It doesn't feel like a good zombie movie. Even though the drama between the characters are good sometimes, it essentially is just a boring process in my opinion. The environments are grey, not really boring actually. It isn't that interesting. You just see some farmhouses sometimes, and not the city that much. And you don't see a lot of zombies, so a lot of text isn't happening in the movie. It's just a grey, boring movie somewhat, but it's interesting at the same time. I don't know. You want to see what's happening, at least. You want to see through the movie and see what is happening in the end, and it's somewhat a stupid ending in my opinion. She's taking her life, okay. She wants out, yes. I understand that. But they just end when she hit the ground. You don't see anything with her father crying or anything. You just see that, and then it goes to black and it ends. You don't see the consequences after that, which I would have wanted to see a little bit more about. As I said, it's not thrills in this movie. It would be interesting to see more of the fox kind of thing happening in the movie, but it doesn't really happen. And because of that, it's not just really exciting. It's just a somewhat boring movie. The rating for Maggie are going to be a 4.5 out of 10. I really wanted to like this movie a little bit more, because the horror genre that I really like are actually zombie genre. They're one of the only type of movie I can watch when it comes to horror movies, because they usually are more thrilling and action oriented movies than horror. This movie isn't that thrilling, it isn't that interesting, it's just a boring following. Even though some of it has some interesting parts, it doesn't in the end give enough interesting things to watch, and because of that, the rating is 4.5. Sorry, Maggie. That's all for today, folks. Hope to see you next time. Bye.